Alright, so guys, let's go for number 2. A certain metal has a work function of 3.06 times 10 to the negative 19 joules. Light with a wavelength of 450 nanometer shines on the surface of the metal. What is the threshold frequency? Calculate the kinetic energy of the ejected electron and what is the speed of the electron. First of all, you need to have the threshold frequency first. It's just like the same one with number 1. You are already given with the work function, which is 3.06 times 10 to the negative 19. So no need for you to convert it because a while ago you were given EV, which is also a unit of electron. So we can solve this by having E is equal to HF. So 3.06 times 10 to the negative 19 all over 6.63 times 10 to the negative 34 is the frequency. So the frequency here is going to be 4.62 times 10 to the 14th hertz. That is the threshold, the frequency. Now, you need to determine the kinetic energy of the ejected electron. So, the kinetic energy is equal to HF minus HF. But then again, you're not given frequency here. You're given the wavelength. So, how are you going to do that? So, with this, we can already first have the energy from the photon, which is a frequency. Remember that C is equal to F lambda. That means that F is equal to C over lambda. So we can also express that frequency. So H times C over lambda minus H times the frequency. And then again, we can have with that, we can have 6.63 times 10 to the negative 34. Let's just bring it down. All right. Sorry. Times 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. I'm sorry, it's not really perfect. Over with the wavelength, which is 450 nanometers. So that means times 10 to the negative 9. Minus, you're already given with the formula, with the work function, which is 3.06 times 10 to the negative 19. So we have 3.06 times 10 to the negative 19. So with that, calculating it, KE will be equal to, I hope that you also calculate it just for me to understand that, or just for me to know whether you are understanding it. So KE will be equal to 1.357 times 10 to the negative 19 joules. With that in mind, we can also have KE, which is also equal to 1/2 mv squared. But I know already that the mass of an electron is 9.11 times 10 to the negative 31. So that means that V is equal to the square root of 2 KE over m. Substituting the givens, then that means that I can have velocity which is equal to 5.46 times 10 to the 5th meters per second. That's for number 2.